ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Here we are after Media Day. A lot of people talking about COVID, the vaccine, a lot of stuff going on here. So I figured I'd fill you in, all right, and talk about it. The WNBA is 99% vaxxed, double vaxxed, if you will. The NBA seems to have a bump in the road with that. They're trying to encourage players to get vaxxed. And I know a lot of you guys are going to be probably mad at me for what I have to say in this video. A lot of snowflakes are going to be triggered, and they're going to unfollow me, and they're going to be really mad at me because, oh my gosh. But, you have to understand where I'm coming from. I just don't care. You know what I mean? Sayonara. I don't care. I'm just going to say what I need to say because I think with what we call common sense and logic. You know what I mean? That's it. It's actually free. Common sense is free. But what it isn't is common. It's pretty rare, as we see. So we're going to talk about it. Talk about the several NBA players resisting the vaccine and just get into it. If you're mad at me, try not to drop a comment because I just, like I said, couldn't care any less than I do now. And I'll try, but I don't see myself caring any less than this moment here. So let's go ahead and get into it after this short intro. Intro's over and we're back. All right. Well, guys, this is actually hilarious to me, okay? The funniest of them being Kyrie, all right? So there's some anti-vaxxers on the loose, deranged, if you will. I'm just kidding. I know a lot of people that are anti-vax are going to watch this video and they're going to think I'm talking to them. I am. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I don't have any actual hate for you. I joke around a lot and I exaggerate. However, I do think that you do lack common sense and logic. It's okay for me to think that. You do lack logic, buddy. Kyrie is one of them. And I'm going to literally read you what's going on with him. Okay, Kyrie Irving of the Brooklyn Nets. As we know, he believes the earth is flat. I wouldn't know, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to leave that one alone, but thinks the earth is flat. But yeah, no. First of all, let me start by saying this, okay? Because a lot of people love to be like, "Oh my gosh, they should be able to choose. Wow, they're taking away their freedom of choice now." Once again, common sense isn't common simply because you still can choose to get the vaccine. You just have to, the consequences are going to follow. Consequences are not always negative. Consequence just means something that happens as a result of something, right? You didn't get vaccinated. You can't play at this certain game. That's a consequence of not being vaccinated. You still have the right to choose. Now, taking away the right of choice would be grabbing your arm and forcing a needle in it. Nobody has done that. Genius, shining star. You probably got a gold star in 3rd grade. After that, you've never gotten one. Right? You talking about freedom of choice, and you think this is taking away the freedom of choice. So if you, come on, bro. You can't think that. You basically essentially take it away. Okay, so seatbelts. If you don't wear your seatbelt, you're going to get a ticket. You can still choose to wear it or not. But the consequence of not wearing it is getting a ticket. This one isn't even a financial consequence. It's just you can't play here. You can't go to this establishment. That's it. And you talking about freedom of choice? Are you 12? No, I'm sorry. I apologize to the 12-year-olds. You're smarter than that. Let's get into it here with Kyrie. Oh my gosh. We're going to go ahead and react to this here. Let me see how we do this here. Here we go. Oops, and we're here. Let me read this. Irving, who serves as vice president on the executive committee of the Players Union, recently started following and liking Instagram posts from a conspiracy theorist. Following and liking Instagram posts from a conspiracy theorist. First and foremost, put a pin in it, buddy. Here's the gag is that most of you guys that are talking about, don't shame me for not getting the vax. I just want to do more research. Sweetie, your research is conspiracy theorists, Bing.com, and floppy disk 11. You have no real research. Hey, let me put this back up. Show me I will wait here. Show me one pencil and pad where you've written down a single note about the vaccine. I'm back because there's none. You have no facts, no bullet points, nothing written down because you have done zero research yourself. All you've gotten it from is Instagram and Twitter. Weirdos like you that are in the basement preparing for the apocalypse, haven't shaved in months because you think the end is near, standing out in Times Square, the end is near. You haven't done any actual research. What lab have you stepped in? I haven't stepped in one either. What I do is I trust healthcare professionals. We'll get into that. But you over here talking about, I've done my research, or I'm sorry, but I want to do the research first. Sweetie, it's been a year, buddy. That's 365 days. How slow do you read? Not the brightest bulb in Home Depot. Hated to say that one, but we're going to continue reading. Following and liking Instagram posts from a conspiracy theorist who claims that secret societies are implanting vaccines in a plot to connect black people to a master computer for a plan of Satan. Oh my gosh, he is off his rocker. And you too. Don't disconnect Kyrie from you. Are off your rocker too. Can we go back to full screen? Think about this. They're trying to connect us to a master computer for the plan of Satan. Buddy, you talking about a microchip? It continues and reads, this Moderna microchip misinformation campaign has spread across multiple NBA locker rooms and group chats, according to several of the dozen-plus current players, Hall of Famers, league executives, arena workers, and virologists interviewed for the story over the past week. So, the microchip. You think that the government is trying to implant a chip within you to do what? Wow. To what? I'm gonna help you because you can't show your work here. Tell me in the comments. You have nothing to say. Your tongue is tied. You have nothing to say. I'll help you eliminate some answers. This is like multiple choice. We're gonna cross off some. And I know some of y'all are like, why are you even doing this? Guys, I have to be slow with these people. I'm trying to help them, okay? Don't kill the messenger. Let's eliminate some, okay? Stay with me. All right, here we go. Watch me. See, you looking off on the. Watch me. I'm gonna help you. Reasons the government may want to plant a chip. It can't be because they want to kill us, okay? Simply because if they kill us, they can't make money off of us. It is not advantageous for the government to kill us with a microchip. What, blow us up? I don't know what Netflix special you watched last night, but that's not happening, buddy. This is not Black Mirror. Or is it? Maybe. However, that's not sufficing, okay? To track you. Maybe they want the microchip to track you. You type that out. You're typing your comment furious at me right now on your iPhone 13, sweetie. Connected to AT&T. They have all of your information. Have your social security number written down in your notes app. I don't think they need a microchip to track you, buddy. You have cookies on your web browser. You've never read a terms and conditions in your life. I don't think they need a microchip for you, buddy. You're not that important also. Let's think about that. What do you really do to where they need a microchip you? All they want is money, all right? So they use, Amazon Alexa is spying on you, this. All of that stuff is used to target ads towards you. They already have that with your phone. All they need is you to have a phone or a computer, be connected to the internet in some way, shape, or form. That's it. So you're talking about a microchip. What are they gonna pull from your bloodstream? Your mind, your thoughts. We say everything on here already. You're lost in the sauce, okay? You think you've transcended into the astral plane. When they start requiring vaccination cards to get on a plane, you won't be able to get on a plane. Talking about the astral plane. You know, you come on now. Let's move on from him. Let's go on to this genius here. Now, this guy is really something special. Well, I don't even think there's too much to say on Andrew Wiggins. He said it was a religious exemption from COVID-19 vaccination. He appealed for that, and God ended up denying it. The priest denies it. The Pope will deny it. The deacon denied it. The deaconess denied it. The elder denied it. The pastor denied it. How can I put this? You haven't paid tithe in years. Press down and shake it together. Runneth over to your next vaccination spot, buddy, because guess what? Andrew Wiggins is Andrew Wiggin. He's wicked. He's wicked. He thought God would help him. You didn't pray nearly hard enough, my guy. Oh man, if he was really on your side, he would have given you that. But he said denied, huh? I can't speak for him. I don't know. I am a Laker prophet, but I'm not speaking for the Lord. I'm just, it is funny. Man, admit it. That's hilarious, buddy. You really thought, and you just got denied. He said religious exemption. Show me one verse. Show me one verse that says that. One. Oh my gosh. Y'all are so funny. You're funny. God will accept my request. Denied. He said you haven't been paying enough tithe for that one, buddy. You can't cash in your blessing just yet. Have you been giving him your 10%? I know you haven't. The way he just did not show up for you there. He left you to dry. He left you out to dry. Boy, you gonna have to get that prick. I don't know, bro, but that is so funny. And they be talking about, oh, it's the mark of the beast. You don't. And if you read the Bible and you interpret the mark of the beast to be a vaccination, and this one at that, gotta do your research, buddy. You just gotta read it. I'm not gonna preach to you, you know what I mean? Hallelujah. Thank you, God. I'm not gonna preach to you, but looks like the same God that's telling you that, whispering in your ear that this is the mark of the beast, didn't mark he marked the denial for sure. You know? They didn't go through, all right? Moses went through the Red Sea, but that request did not go through. Denied. Man, that should not be that funny, and it's not. I'm just childish. That is hilarious, boy. He said, God will save me. Oh, Lord have mercy. We have Jonathan Isaac, okay? Jonathan Isaac, basically, I'm going to summarize this. He is known for, he was the one that everyone was like kneeling for Black Lives Matter, like right when it was going on. And he stood up and he said, he stood instead of kneeling. And he said, I'm not going to sit here and point my fingers at one group of people. I would do it again. I couldn't care less about that because I don't care about him, really. And that's the nicest way possible. But like, he's not a wave maker for me to really care. And that's just me. He's deeply religious, proudly unvaccinated, of course. And here's where it gets genius, because here's where a lot of you guys are at too. Trump. An NBA player started lining up for shots in March. Isaac started studying Black history, which I assume is the Tuskegee experiments. If you guys actually know about that, you would actually know that these two things have zero correlation, although I understand the mistrust and general distrust of Black people and the, health system. I get it, but that is not this is not a correlating. The Tuskegee experiment and the vaccination, zero correlations, buddy. And you would know that if you just read the facts of what happened. And watching Donald Trump's press conferences. Now, here's the genius part of that. Trump is vaccinated, buddy. Trump is vaccinated. You talking about, I just don't trust the government. It was developed under his thing, under his administration. I don't care about that type of stuff. At the end of the day, it's about the science. But since y'all are so political that it's like, if he were to tell you to get it, if he would have told y'all to get it a long time ago, y'all would have gotten it and been falling in line to get it. Like, you guys care about, you need mascots to tell you what to do. Like, for example, they have Family Guy talking about vaccine. Like, you guys have to have these people, these conservative talk radio told me not to get it, so I'm not going to get it. Like, you need people to tell you when all of us could just read the same pieces of paper. You know what I mean? And just, know. And he's over here talking about he studied Black history and watched Donald Trump, who is vaccinated, press conferences. That dissuaded him from getting the vaccine. Idiot. idiot, pure idiot. Let's move on quickly here. I want to wrap this up. But Bradley Beal was another one. He had COVID, okay, and he's talking about he didn't get sick, but he just lost his smell, which is a whole sense. You lost the whole sense. Clearly, you lost 2 cents. Your sense of smell and common sense. Okay. Beal adds, no one will talk about adverse reactions to the vaccine and how it impacts player health. No NBA player has missed time due to the vaccine. Literally in the tweet right there, you know? But he was talking about how if you get vaccinated, you can still catch it. So why get vaccinated? By that same logic, let's take that same logic. If you can still die in a car crash when you wear a seatbelt, why wear a seatbelt? You answer, because you're such a smart cookie. Why wear a seatbelt? If you can still die in a crash, what do we gain from wearing a seatbelt? It just reduces the chances of death, correct? That's what vaccines are supposed to do. That's what they've always been designed to do, buddy. I hate to break it to you, this is nothing new. That's all it is. It's literally just designed to introduce it to your system so your system can kill it, so the next time it interacts with that same virus, it either knows how to fight it off, or if it still beats your immune system and gets in or whatever, it's easy to fight off. It's like, oh, we already know how to deal with it, so we just got to start dealing with it. If the front line defenses weren't enough for your body and it gets through somehow, the back end gonna kill it. That's what the vaccine is for. All right, I was editing this video and I thought of an analogy to help some of y'all, maybe sports fans, just get it. So getting the vaccine is kind of parallel to like receiving your opponent's playbook before the game. You know what I mean? You know every defense they're gonna run. You know every offensive play set, everything they have, everything. You know it. Would it be very easy to defend that team? Yes. Would it be very easy to score on that team knowing what they're gonna run, how they run it? Yes. Does that mean that they're never going to score a point? They'll probably score a point, because guess what? There are people on the team that can, if you can shoot and stuff like that, no matter how well you defend, you know, maybe he's just a good shooter. Maybe your defender is weak at one position. It's more likely that the offense will score even though you had the playbook. But most likely you'll win. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very unlikely that a team with total knowledge of the opponent will lose to that opponent. You'll probably win the game. You'll get scored on, but you'll win the game. And that's the same thing with the vaccine. When it's introduced to your body, it creates antibodies and stuff so that the next time it comes in contact with that same virus, it's able to fight it off easily. If it still penetrates the defenses, you know the playbook, so you already know how to combat it. You know what I'm saying? So you just kind of usher it right out your system. So it's a lot less harsh than if it just entered your system for the first time. You're playing this new team for the first time. Boom, they're hitting with all these plays. What the? I don't even know. So you got to figure it out first and then start fighting it. By that time, half your lung is gone. You know, there's NBA players, WNBA players still trying to recover their breathing from COVID. You know, and it's random. You don't know how your body's going to react to it. So I hope that analogy helped explain it. Just trying to put it in other terms and words for people. I don't know what will get you, but I hope that helped. And this is stuff like the flu shot, like all this has always been the same. It was never designed to stop you from getting it completely. No vaccine is. And it's just the people that annoy me are the ones that are talking about, like, I'm doing my own research and stuff. They have all of a sudden a distrust for the health system, right? Like, at first it was, well, it's not FDA approved. You know, then it got FDA approved, and it's like, well, the FDA approves bad things all the time. So it's like, then why did you bring that up? Talking about it's not FDA approved. Why did you even say that then if it doesn't matter to you? Also, vitamins are not FDA approved. They've never been. But you take vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin A, and you take it all the time. You don't know exactly what's in it. You don't know exactly what's in anesthesia. People have died from getting that. You know what I'm saying? But you don't look it up. Like, you guys don't do that. And then you're going to turn to the very same system that you don't trust all of a sudden, right? When you get sick, if you get sick with COVID, you don't want them to give you vaccine. But if you got sick and needed a ventilator, you run to the hospital because you trust them then. You've never looked up the technology for the ventilator. Like, come on, bro. People have... It's just so... It's such a... You know? I don't... Tweet, I think I'll sum it up here because... What was the other player? Karl Anthony Towns. I was going to talk about him. He lost 50 pounds after he contracted COVID. Obviously lost his mom and multiple family members to COVID. And so it's a super sensitive subject for him and stuff. And then D'Angelo Russell, world's worst teammate, as we've seen in multiple occasions. tweeted out Kyrie is goated after he said all that anti-vax stuff or whatever. He tweeted that out, being such close friends with Karl Anthony Towns, knowing how much trauma it's caused him. Karl Anthony Towns literally said he had a whole panic attack when he was supposed to, where is it? Yeah, he had a panic attack when he was first cleared to travel with the Timberwolves because he thought of stepping away from the game. Like, it was so bad for him, and then losing his mom and stuff. It was just so traumatic and everything. And you're gonna talk about Kiki about Kyrie being goated for talking about the anti-vax. Like, you're the world's worst teammate. But regardless of that, I'm just gonna end on this. It says there's something so American about thinking a pandemic affecting the globe is actually all about your government trying to control you. To see death and destruction on astronomical levels in other countries, but decide this was all a chance just to microchip you? Come on, that's individualistic thinking, buddy. You guys always center yourselves in everything. It's not about you. I know it's hard to believe, but you're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. I'm gonna end this, and this is all love. This is all coming from love, but you have to understand, when you are someone of intellect and you have to speak to people that need facts upon, and then they've in the face of death and destruction, built a whole ideology upon assumptions and is spreading that during a viral pandemic. When you're speaking to people of that nature, you gotta speak slowly. That's why this video was long, and it's taxing. I need to do some, sea salts and some Epsom salts after this just to get my strength back, because you guys just really, it's just so slow, with you guys. So I wish you the best, all you anti-vaxxers. I know there's other reasons. Some of you guys literally can't for health reasons, literally. Some people just never get vaccines. I know someone who never gets them. You know what I mean? Even from like whenever they were able to choose to not get, they just never get them. It's your choice. But if you're being safe and masking up when you're outside, I'm talking about those people that are anti-vax, talking about some, I don't want to mask, Like, you can't just be so selfish, dude. Everything is revolving around you. Anyways, love you guys. I hated to have to say it. And if you hate me now and you're mad at me now, you're a snowflake. You love to call everybody snowflakes. It's you. You're sensitive. Because I just said my opinion. It's free speech. It's America. I can say what I want. Sorry. Bye.